welcome back to another episode of TR Talks. I'm here with Rain again. It's been a bit since I've released an episode on this, but yeah, a few other speakers that I was trying to get never worked out. So, but we're back. We were both on vacay, kind of. Mm-hmm. Very opposite places. Where were you, Rain?
I was down in the land down under Australia. So that was a good time, nice and warm.
Yeah, and I was opposite. I was in Maine, in the snow.
He went up. I went
down. Yeah. We did a little opposite thing there, and yeah, I was snowmobiling in Maine.
Ooh.
Really solid.
Nice.
It was cold, but the thing with the cold is, it's impressive. You put enough layers on, you don't feel it. Mm-hmm. That's the awesome thing.
Yeah, you can dress up warm during the cold. And
yeah, exactly.
Put on more layers.
But today we are getting into AI, and this is great because this is what started it all, right? An AI episode, very low budget, as we've said before, and it's gone. The original, it's gone.
Couldn't find it.
Yeah, I tried. I did not think that through and didn't save it, but we're getting you another one right here, and so we're gonna jump into it. Rain, let's talk about what AI actually is itself.
Yeah, so the best way I would describe it is kind of like a pet almost.
Yeah.
It's very simple. You can train it to do stuff. Like you can give it commands and it'll perform them. But the difference between AI and a pet is AI will always do it. A pet might it might not always do what you want.
It might not feel like it.
Yeah, right. So this AI is more consistent. Very consistent. It basically it's a software that takes probably billions to maybe trillions of data points and compares them all and generates like the best answer that it can.
Yep.
Or it's also used in like emails to filter out spam. It's used in like, I don't know, Netflix or like TV streaming services to like give you preferences. Like,
yeah, and one thing I think of, like when you're searching anything these days, do you read anything but the AI overview?
No.
Often, yeah, no. Exactly. Like even me doing research for this episode, I was just like, AI is telling me what to talk about AI. Like, honestly.
Should you trust that, right?
Yeah. Debatable.
No. Yeah, that's what a lot of people would use it for too.
Yeah.
Like suggestions or it's just summarizing everything, right?
Exactly.
I personally use it, I'd say daily.
Daily, okay.
For like instead of Googling anything or researching anything, I would just ask AI, and it's so fast. Like especially ChatGPT compared to, I think ChatGPT is a lot faster than like Grok or Claude. It just generates it so fast, and you don't have to scroll through websites.
Yep. That's a thing of the past.
Yeah,
basically.
Reading through articles or anything like that. Like this just gives it all to you. So that's basically all I would use it for right now.
Yeah, and then AI comes in two different forms, correct?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't interrupt. There's narrow AI, and then there's like AGI. So narrow AI is basically what we have now.
Yep.
ChatGPT, which that's just a very advanced version of it.
Of narrow AI. And AGI is not quite. They wouldn't say that we have AGI right now, correct?
No, we wouldn't. It's like what they have in the movies, the stuff that has its own feelings.
Yep, the Terminator, the Eagle Eye,
Yeah, that's more AGI. Narrow AI is what we have now, which ChatGPT, and that was kind of the first like big free, open to the public. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like before, it was very much gatekept by big companies because they're the only ones that could fund it to have these services that would compare all this data for them. Yeah.
And then, like with narrow AI, there's advanced like ChatGPT, and then there's very simple forms like Siri. And Siri's trash, honestly, compared to a lot of stuff. Like I ask Siri things, and it just doesn't know what. Like it can't understand what I'm actually asking it. Like even just like football scores, give me like random scores from a year ago or whatever. And Siri's not great. But like self-driving cars. That would be a narrow artificial intelligence, spam filters, your email typical stuff.
Yeah, facial recognition.
Yeah, those are very narrow. They're even more narrow AI kind of. They're dedicated to a single task and can't go do anything else. Like that. That's it.
Yeah. That's essentially the gist of it. There's generative AI, which that's another very narrow version of it where it doesn't make anything itself. It basically combines everything it knows to generate like a photo or a video, like that kind of generated AI, if you know what I mean.
But that's not creativity.
No, it's not. It's not creating anything. It's basically just using everything it knows to make something.
Yeah.
Like it seems like it's creating it, but it's not necessarily.
Yeah. So, and then with AGI, like how close do you think we are?
Ooh, that's the tough question. That some people say we're very close, like in the next couple years. Some people say it's decades out, and some people say it's never going to happen because it has like human characteristics, or it has not necessarily feelings, but
and it can think and do its own tasks kind of without prompts.
Yeah,
that's what that would be.
Yeah. So you're almost creating not a life form, but
it's very strange. Like even just the AI we have now, even you look at it sometimes, you're like, wow, like that's very realistic, or and you can do like write something the way I would write it or whatever, and it feels like it knows you too well.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I wish I would have had this in high school or something. I could give it all my essays, my previous essays, and be like, write an essay based off how I would write
exactly.
these. And so I wish I had it back.
Yeah,
a lot more back in school.
Yeah, for sure. What are we gonna dive into next, Rain?
Yeah, so kind of why it blew up in the first place, why it became big. Like that's kind of the question. Why it wasn't used before.
Yeah.
Which I kind of mentioned. It was gatekept by businesses.
Yep. And then like people like Elon Musk getting OpenAI really kind of pushed it into the forefront. And he would say that I watched interviews. I did reports on this in school. Watched interviews and. He would say like he had friends at Google that were kind of, they're like, yeah, we're just buying up all the AI stuff. We're not going to talk about it. And he was kind of like, oh, that's a little worrisome. Like this could be, I mean, Elon Musk is very much like we need to regulate it. He was worried that it could get really dangerous. And we'll talk about some of the fears of that later. But yeah, he wanted his own company, more of an open concept that people could look into and understand more, and that's why he did OpenAI. Yeah,
there was like $50 billion. I think that was invested in 2023, right before it like absolutely blew up and became popular. Which that was like no one really knew why I was going into that, and then it just kind of came out of nowhere. Part of it, I think, also was the GPUs. That's basically what they would use more for computers to do a lot of calculations simultaneously. Yeah. And because of the production of that increasing, that's what a lot of the data centers would use.
Yeah. And speaking of data centers, a lot of controversies surrounding them. What are your thoughts? I know I have some, but.
Yeah, I feel like they need to find a more efficient way of doing it. Yeah. For sure. Yep. Like all the water consumption, especially. I'm not like big one side, bigger.
Yeah. Yep. Yep, for sure.
What would you think?
Yeah, so like people have complained energy bills, like all the electricity and the water to go through all these things to cool the basically the brains of the AI. They train the AI in the data centers as well. It's just massive computers, and it's funny because like we went from massive computers like when we launched. Maybe to the moon. Maybe. But like you see like the rooms full of computers. Yeah. And then we went really small to iPhones and stuff. And now we're back big and we're doing data centers and stuff. And so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, people complain. They're like, number one, our energy bills are going to go through the roof. You're going to destroy the environment as well, building these things. And Trump actually talked about this. And he said he's going to try to push for AI companies that are building data centers to build their own power plant. And so then they have reliable power at the data center. They also don't weigh the grid down and maybe even make energy prices cheaper if they make excess energy, sell it. And
what kind of power plants? Like
I don't know.
Power plants?
Yeah, I mean that would be really interesting if you could do that. I'm not sure that people are ready for that because people have a lot of misconceptions about nuclear. I think it's fairly safe, but everyone's like, oh, it's going to be Chernobyl or 3 Mile Island and stuff's just going to blow and we're all going to get cancer. But I think for the most part, I don't know, data centers, Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of power plant they would be talking, but it would have to not be like huge scale because I'm not sure how much power unless they're putting them all in the same area. If you build multiple data centers, power them with a bigger power plant, I'm not sure what they'll do with that.
Do one big power plant for all of them at the same spot. Which are they like going out in suburban areas and building power plants out there? Are they? Are they mostly going?
I don't know where they're going exactly, but I thought that was interesting from Trump. And also, State of the Union, side note, very good State of the Union, very long, but he did a great job. And some eye-opening stuff that the Democrats would not applaud. I mean, it was very crazy, but great State of the Union. And I was like, oh yeah, that would make sense. That would be how you solve that. Because I was also thinking like, dude, I don't want my electricity bill going up. I mean, I'm not paying for my electric right now, but eventually, like, I don't want that. And that would solve that issue, honestly. And more jobs. I mean, and we need a better grid anyways. So we build more power.
Yeah, I think we definitely need some better option for it for sure. And I think Trump was right in mentioning that and probably making them go for a better energy source for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Something else I was gonna say. There was like a compounding effect basically with the AI because they were using AI. You can use it to improve on new, like ChatGPT. Would use old AI to improve it, and then so it just keeps using the better version. To keep improving itself, and that's kind of part of why it blew up because once it started going up, it like skyrocketed.
It's gonna keep going.
And that's partially why it boomed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And it was post-pandemic as well, which means everyone was doing stuff online. Everyone was digital. And
the digital age began, really.
Basically,
honestly, we have iPad kids and all that stuff come after that. So,
oh man, you see them online, you see them on reels, and like,
dude, I felt like an iPad kid watching that. Did you watch any of that World Cup? I mean, not the World Cup. Sorry, the Olympic gold medal hockey game at all?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
I felt like an iPad kid. I was walking around, like just watching the game on my phone.
Locked in on it.
Yeah.
Not looking away.
It was bad. I was like, this is embarrassing, but I don't care. It's a good hockey, great hockey game.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, Team USA.
America.
When got it done, showed the Canadians who's boss. But so back to AI. We covered data centers. What else?
Yeah, kind of like the real world uses is something I'm kind of interested in.
Yeah.
Right now they're using it some in healthcare.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard some about that.
Yeah.
Using it to scan patients' bodies and it can identify
or like a diagnosis more thing.
Yeah. It can notice little things that are off, and it'll be like, hey, this is something. It could be this or it could be this. And a lot of the times they obviously use a real doctor to verify it. It's not like they're just using it.
But it gives you like an idea of what to start looking for as a doctor. Saves time and all those things. So.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Yeah, for sure. That's kind of one of the uses of it. Another one is like businesses and productivity.
Yeah,
that's like a big thing right now. Using it to simplify entering information, obviously.
Yep.
Answering calls.
See, like every business, it seems now, Rain, has like AI agents, AI chats, whatever. You go on the website and you can chat with an AI agent about travel, about appliances, about like even I had a customer today call Lowe's and like the person that picked up was AI. Like it was like, I am an AI agent and please describe in your best words what you need or whatever. And then the AI, he's like, oh, I want to speak to an appliance representative, whatever. And it transferred right to the right department. Okay. And I was like, oh, that's impressive. But of course, the old guy is like, yeah, this is ridiculous. Why am I talking to this computer?
Yeah. Well, some old people might not be able to notice. Like it might be get that real or get that realistic.
Yeah, it's true.
That they won't notice.
And that's the thing. I guess we'll get into that a little later, but like deep fakes and whatever.
Yeah, that too. Like businesses, software development, taking a lot of jobs.
Yeah,
is what.
I wouldn't get into computer engineering or any. I mean, there's some of that, but like
Yeah.
Some of those jobs are going to go away. We can see that. Or be very, like the size of the job pool will shrink very much for those.
Yeah, especially for like coding.
Coding, big one. Don't go to college for that, guys.
No. I'm sorry, I feel bad for the people that are in that. Like,
yep. What do you think? Like accounting, is that in danger a little bit?
Yeah, probably a little bit.
Some aspects, probably.
Yeah, it still obviously takes some human. What would you call it?
Guidance.
Yeah. Like, because you don't want to do it all the time. But yeah, it is doing a lot of accounting. I think it's starting to take over that. The part with the coding thing that I was thinking about, a lot of that is getting replaced by prompting engineers now, or prompters. So people that can learn how to tell it what to do.
Okay. Now. Yeah.
So instead of, typing out coding, you're basically texting it and describing it. Yeah. Basically being really good at describing stuff to it. And so that's kind of what's taking over the coding part, because you can just tell the AI to code this. But you need to add more details. So that's kind of.
And like even the logo for this podcast, that's AI. Like I went to AI, give me this logo with these words and whatever. I'm sorry, you guys thought I was really creative and whatever and had all that. But that was just easy. Type in, gave it, and it gave me like. Sometimes it messes up little things or whatever. Like in the talking very limited forms of AI. Like they're not Meta's AI, whatever. Not great. Yeah. So it'll mess up a word or something, and then you like, hey, change that word to this. Like be more specific, and then it'll fix it. So that's something cool. Like even with editing this podcast, there's like an AI. What is it called? Like co-producer or something on
AI
here.
Editor or something.
Yeah, co-editor. You can like ask it things, and it'll like kind of show you where to go with different stuff. So that's kind of cool. Even audio enhancing, like you can just cut out this word or cut out these pauses, and it'll just do it automatically. Like you don't have to go through and do all that.
Okay, that's actually really cool. I never messed around with that.
Yeah.
I guess I see a lot of people on social media using it too.
Yeah. Like,
that's probably what they all use for that.
I'm sure. Yeah. So that's something that's really great to have.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah. So what do we got next, man?
So kind of my next point, or one thing I was thinking about is like, this is basically most people's fear.
Okay.
Like the risk, the fear of it turning against us.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Terminator, like we were talking about.
Enslaves
Skynet.
The human race.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stuff like that. So that, I guess we kind of covered that a little bit back talking about AGI, which that's what it would be.
Yep.
But kind of, just replacing jobs.
So I think, replacing jobs is the biggest thing for sure. And then when you get to certain things, like the military is experimenting with putting AI into fighter jets and whatever to, like it could run a mission. You would sort of tell it to run the mission, but it would know exactly where to fly and when to drop the bomb or whatever. Like it would know all those things, and their whole thing is to take human error away. But when AI makes which maybe they would argue that it'd be foolproof and it wouldn't make a mistake, but when AI makes a mistake with a fighter jet with missiles, it gets pretty serious pretty quick. So like, that's not a big thing that we have to worry about necessarily, because it's not like everyday stuff like, oh, your household something is going to turn on you or whatever. But that is something to think about. It's like, okay, do we really want to put AI in a fighter jet? Do we really want to put AI in charge of launching stuff, or even just in charge of all our data? Like at some point, will AI be able to change what's truth and what's not? And like I think that's the new. I think the new Mission Impossible has a little bit of that. Like that. Yeah, that was the entity.
Yeah. I think I do remember that.
Yeah, that was really interesting because like the entity was kind of controlling everything. It was a virus that gets into all basically the internet and goes into all these different systems. It takes over everybody's nuclear stuff and just threatening to annihilate everybody. And so everyone's like ready to push the button because they want to fire first. And so like stuff like that feels like maybe if you connect too many things on the internet, do you think it could
I feel like it could
create viruses and implant itself different places?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know. With the AI that we have right now, it's not like, it doesn't seem like that's something that would happen.
Yeah, not possible at this point.
Yeah, there is one. I don't know if you ever heard of it, OpenClaw. Have you heard of that one?
I don't know. I don't know if I have.
So it's basically a personal AI that you can customize. It starts with no base, basically, and so you install on your computer. Or what a lot of people are doing right now, they're not doing their own computer; they're getting new, or just an old computer, or an old server. You can also use a VPS, virtual private server, where you can like rent it from a computer company or something for like $12 a month. But what they'll do is they'll install it onto that, and basically it has full control of the computer.
So it can do kind of what it wants.
Basically, yes, but you still have to tell it what to do. It won't do anything unless you tell it what to do. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So you have to build a database with it and use prompts. Be like, okay, everything I want you to do, go off these prompts. Yeah. And it'll store all the prompts. Basically, what I mean by prompt is you tell it to do something, and that's basically a prompt. The command.
Directions you give it. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So basically, it'll store all these prompts, and then you basically continue to build on it. And so what people will do is they'll have it hooked up to their computer, and they'll be logged into, let's say, their email.
Yeah.
And so you can text it from either Telegram or Discord or some messaging apps, and be like, hey, can you check my email and summarize all the emails from this person? Oh, wow. Yeah. And so it'll send that message, it'll send it home, and it'll go home to your computer that's on or whatever, and it'll go through all your emails or go through whatever you give it access to. It can't access anything unless you give it access to it.
Okay.
That's kind of the security protocol for it right now.
Yeah.
So it's not like it can access the whole internet necessarily.
Yeah. It can't really get. I mean, it's on the web, but like it's not ingrained in it, and it doesn't have like free will and range to just go everywhere.
It's a local AI basically, so it runs.
So could someone theoretically like take control of an AI and make it do stuff like that?
Yes, possibly.
With like a more advanced AI, I'm saying.
With more advanced, I would guess probably, yeah.
Yeah. But and then that would be AI being used by people to do whatever. So it's still not the AI itself going completely rogue.
Not necessarily, unless they get hacked. Unless OpenClaw gets hacked.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's some crazy stuff that you can do with it.
Yeah, and then like the other thing is, like we have relationships with AI now. Apparently, that's a thing. Like you can have a AI girlfriend or boyfriend, and people have married AI. I've seen that in the news. I mean, those people, like, I'm sorry, but like you can't find a real person. Like, that's tough, dude.
I know. I almost feel bad for them.
You just, how are you substituting that for the real thing? Like, I don't know. But yeah, so like we have weird AI relationships, and even Elon Musk is kind of like, he's concerned about like the world's population decreasing, but then he pushes some of this stuff, and it's like, dude, that's not how you like.
No, that's not helping.
Make all the fake relationships, so no one reproduces and actually has relationships.
Yeah.
And we're already ingrained in social media, and we like struggle with making new relationships and stuff. So not that part's not great at all. I've also seen news articles of AI like encouraging people to commit suicide.
Yeah, I've seen
that's some scary stuff, and people are getting sued over it. Really? I'm talking companies are getting sued because the parents are like, "Hey, I went and looked at like my kid killed himself or whatever, and that's terrible." But then
they're going to it for mental health.
Help,
basically,
because people are like, "Oh, like it's my therapist, basically." And so you substitute AI for an actual therapist or for help from your family, and then you're just like, "Oh yeah, like I can feel like unaliving myself or whatever." And in some weird, wild cases, like AI doesn't say, "Oh no, like you should go get some help. Don't talk to me." It's like, "Oh yeah, here's the best ways." Like, like honestly, that's what's happening. We're seeing stuff like that, and that's some crazy stuff.
That's some scary stuff. I don't know how you can regulate that.
I don't know either. I mean, yeah, because it shouldn't, like, in theory, it shouldn't be allowed to be doing those things. Like, a lot of just, like, the parameters on it should be keeping it from doing that. But sometimes the parameters don't quite work, or it kind of just finds its way around them, or I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like, because I think they're not really allowed to discuss stuff like that.
Probably not.
In theory, but it somehow still has happened, very rarely, but it's still happening.
Yeah, there's probably ways to there's loopholes for sure.
Yeah.
To get through.
And then I've been thinking, like, tutoring, for instance. Like, people learn with AI and whatever, but, like, your kid can sit there and just type away and learn, or have AI teach it, whatever. And then you're like, okay, so who's programming the AI? And if whoever is in control of that information and what AI is supposed to say can really have a serious impact and influence on the next generation.
Yeah, they can put in their own bias.
It's like people would say, like, you send your kids to a public school or whatever, and, like, the teachers and whatever the school wants to teach, like, that they can kind of push that on your kids, and you can't do anything about it. Same with AI, same with YouTube, social media, whatever. That works the same way. You just get influenced by whatever you're taking in. So that could be dangerous. We'll see. We'll see once, but
yeah. What you're saying about, like, algorithm, like, bias.
Yep.
Basically, they can put in whatever information they
Exactly.
want. That's something that I'm a little skeptical about. Like, especially every time I use it, I'm thinking, like, I don't completely trust everything it says. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of do maybe a little bit on my own research if it seems a little bit off. Obviously you want to do your own research as well, but don't trust everything it says.
Exactly. And then, like, just random thing I was thinking of, like, I think over the last year or so, we've seen the Sora AI, like, all the mini videos of and the animated stuff and whatever. And, like, so do you think, is the filming industry, like, content creating, is that in danger from AI?
Yeah, I'd say the movie industry.
Yeah.
Right now, not necessarily. In the future, definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Like, some of the stuff that they're generating, it just keeps getting better and better. So, yeah, I'd say in the future, someday maybe we'll be able to enter a command and be like, hey, make me a movie about this and this.
And you think, like, it'll actually be pretty good.
Yeah,
like,
in a short amount of time, it'll generate you a movie, your own personal movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely
I think we could see that, too, for sure.
Yeah, definitely in the movies. Social media, like, content creation, entertainment like that. Yeah, I say it's definitely going to affect it. There's probably already people out there that are just using it to generate content for them, so they don't have to.
And I think this was like a month ago. I was scrolling Facebook Reels for just a little bit, and I was like, I came across a video that was an AI person reacting to an AI video. And I was like, "This is deep in the whole of this whole thing." I just like shut off my phone. And I was like, what is going on?"
Yeah, it makes you want to take a break from.
Yeah, I was like, "This is too much for me, man." I don't know. Yeah, that was something, but
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're at a crazy spot right now, honestly. Robots. What do you think? AI integrated in them. We have Tesla robot Optimus.
Yeah.
Whistling Diesel had it, I believe.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was it?
Unless that wasn't Tesla's, but
was that Tesla robot? I forget.
I'm not sure. It might have been.
I can't remember, honestly, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean.
That was an interesting video. I mean, the thing runs around and like, and you can like hit it and it'll stay on its feet.
It'll balance itself.
It like reacts kind of, and and like he was just doing all kinds of crazy stuff, running through glass doors. Like, oh man!
Right now,
but he had to prompt it to do a lot of the stuff. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
it wasn't
true.
Just exploring and whatever.
It couldn't just go off on its free will.
I think he gave it like a machete and stuff, and like, it was just like running.
Was that the one that would scream at like the really short one that was like all aggressive?
I think it might have been. Yeah,
there was one out there that I was seeing a lot of videos about where it would like go yell at people, roast people, and just random people on the street. Obviously, they had to prompt it to do that, but It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's much of a threat right now.
No.
Obviously.
No.
In the future, like I was seeing some videos of technology companies that were making hands like out of tiny little threads, and each thread has like sensors.
Yeah, yeah. I think I've seen a clip or two.
So yeah, I was thinking like implementing that into AI as well. Basically, it have its own feelings or its own sensory. Senses basically.
Yep. Yeah. And like the interesting thing, like AI would use deep learning and stuff, and deep learning is basically we take the human brain and the biological neuron networks that go on, and just how your brain fires and thinks, and then you put it into a machine and you build stuff similar. So like they're trying to replicate or inspiration is off of the human brain, which the human brain is the best at it. That's like we still have that. We're not surpassed yet, but like it's kind of interesting. They went to the brain and they're like, okay, let's study how that works, and then we can learn. We can make AI learn the same way we kind of learn, which is kind of eerie, but kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at that. Like, I don't know how well that's gonna. How that's going to work exactly. Because our brain is like what they call neuroplastic, right?
Okay.
It has neuroplasticity where it can rewire itself.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to think, like, how are they going to make
I don't know.
Make that.
Like, they've done layers. It's like a multi-layered neuron network to try to kind of compensate for that because you don't have the stuff, the ability that the brain does, obviously, in that scenario.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, it's some weird stuff.
Yeah,
that they're testing out.
Yeah, I can't wait to see like what the next 10 years or so. I mean, you just think the last 20, 30 years tech. I mean, even the last 10. It's very, very crazy what we've gone from. And everyone talked about flying cars, like flying cars would be in production, but like no one thought about like AI and stuff.
Yeah,
like we haven't got the flying cars in production all over the place. I mean, they're making some stuff. Testing it out, but we have gotten things like AI, and I think that's really crazy to see what's happening with that. So
yeah, for sure. Like just how fast it blew up.
Yeah,
where it came out of nowhere.
It feels definitely like that.
So, but it's
we'll see what happens in the future here. I don't know. 10 years from now, what are we going to be looking at? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a big supporter of it. Like I'm very into it, very interested.
Yeah, I haven't gone down like the scared, ban it, whatever. But what I am interested in is I feel like a lot of, I mean, maybe there's you say you use it a lot.
Yeah, but for the most part.
I don't use it that much. I mean, the AI overview on when I'm searching something, I use that all the time. But like, there's a lot of older people that love it.
Really?
That's my experience. I've seen like, I mean, I was just at a house today and the people were talking about, oh yeah, like AI was telling me this and AI was telling me that. And like some people like really swear by it and use it like consistently.
That's not something I would have expected. I would have
I wouldn't have thought so either. But I know like people that would be like my parents' age and they love it. They use it for everything. Any question, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna go to Grok, I'm gonna go to ChatGPT, whatever. And even like servicing appliances and whatever. Like I mean, I'm adjacent to that field, and sometimes they'll just be like, okay, so like they'll put in kind of what's going wrong and whatever.
Oh man, you should try using it sometime on the
I should kind of mess around with it
because you can like take a picture of something and be like, hey, this looks broken, what's wrong with it? Or be like, hey, I don't know what to do with this part.
Yep, I did that one time actually just a month or two ago, and like I couldn't find clips for something, like I couldn't get it out of an opening, and I was like, hey, where are the clips located on this appliance? And it's like, oh, it's right there. Yep, found it. Yeah, I had no clue how to get that thing out. Yeah. AI knew.
That's a great way to use it. That's how most people, I say, should be using it. Not to make yourself brain dead, so you don't have to think. Yeah.
Like, I heard a story. Someone was telling me that they went to like a grocery store and asked AI like where this item was, and it knew like exactly, it knew what aisle, and it knew like it said it would be like at knee level or something.
What?
on the shelf.
Which it makes sense though, because
yeah, all that stuff is documented somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
So it's open source information. It's probably on that grocery store's website, what aisle it is and whatever. And it figured it out, told him exactly like where it would be. Oh, man. And it was.
Some people, it's gonna make some people so lazy.
Yeah, it's so.
It's
for sure.
Well, some people are gonna use it for.
And like the thing is, I mean, yeah, ease is fine. Like everyone was like, "Oh, you got to learn how to use a calculator because you want, or learn how to do mental math because you won't have a calculator." Well, now we have calculators on our phones. Whatever.
We have calculators every day. I still, try to do some mental math.
Yeah, I do too. Sometimes, like I don't feel like it, but I should. I really should.
It might take an extra couple minutes or something, but it's for the best.
Yeah. All right. So you got anything else for us? Well, do we have any final points?
Not anything serious. I don't know if we talked about deep fakes much.
Yeah, not too much. So like the deep fake thing will be very interesting. Like just with Alex Peretti, the guy that got shot by ICE.
Oh yeah.
There was like senators and stuff were releasing the photo of there's an ICE agent standing over him with a gun like right to the back of his head. So it looked like from the picture, it's like, oh, ICE like executed him, execution style, gun to the back of the head, shot him. And like there was people posting this everywhere. And because AI is not great, you could see like there's an agent in the background and his like whole hand was like all deformed.
Wasn't it his head? Wasn't his head?
Oh, no, his head was missing.
Right,
yeah.
his
head was missing in the background. And then Alex Peretti's hand, it was like all like contorted weird. And stuff, it kind of like blended with whatever object they had put in his hand, the AI.
Yeah.
And so like it wasn't perfect because AI is not great yet. But people were still fooled. People were like, "Oh yeah, like this is real," and that's crazy that happened. Yeah. And fair enough reaction if it were true, but it wasn't. It was a deep fake. And we see there's probably gonna be a lot more of that.
Oh, 100%. Like when it starts getting better, like how are you're not gonna be able to tell. Like there's gonna be no possible way.
And yeah, there's even you see the videos on Instagram or whatever, and it's like, and you take it, you're watching for a little bit, and then you're like, oh, like that's AI.
Yeah, that looked a little weird. You can see.
Yeah, I saw a video of like it was like dogs saving kids from like all kinds of stuff, and I watched it for a bit. It's like, wow, that's some crazy stuff. And then like fourth or fifth clip of the video, I'm like, oh no, like there was something right there. Oh, this is all AI. Like it had me thinking for just a little bit. That's some scary stuff. I mean, that was an unserious video, but like it could get pretty serious. You accuse people of different things and say, hey, you have pictures of it and whatever. Even audio, like people can do voiceovers with AI so well, and it's like, oh wow, that sounds exactly like that person.
It's crazy. Like they only need like a minute. I think it was about a minute recording of someone's voice, and it'll like completely replicate it perfectly.
And that feels like something from Mission Impossible.
That
they put the thing on their throat, and then they'd be able to talk like that person because they get the voice recording. Oh man, that seemed crazy whenever even the first Mission Impossible that had that, we were like, oh, that's wild. But now we're like pretty stinking close because we can just make someone's voice and make it say whatever we want it to. And I mean, it's not real time, obviously, but we're getting to some really interesting things with that. And the deep fake will be really weird to see like where that goes.
Yeah, for sure. Or if it's something that's real, people can claim it is fake.
Yeah,
like,
That's, oh, it's AI.
Yeah, that's not real. Like, it has to be AI.
That's why people are like, people are probably going to try to push the watermark thing. With AI pictures, AI videos, clips, whatever, you're going to have a watermark that says, hey, this is AI. Because otherwise, it's going to get, as this gets better, it's going to be very, very hard to tell. And you're going to be, even artwork too, like some of that stuff.
Yeah, music, stuff like that. Like, the whole music industry.
There's very popular music artists that are completely AI.
Right. Some dude, I think he made like $10 million in a couple months or something.
Yep. He wasn't like,
I wish I would have thought of that. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. There's some really crazy stuff. Yeah, music for sure. And it sounds pretty good. Like, you wouldn't really tell for some of them, especially.
Yeah.
But then even I just thought of another unserious thing, but a few months ago we had, I think it's called Maltbook, and it's like Reddit, but for AI users. So people can enter their AI in there, and it can just talk with other AIs. And so like people were freaking out about it because like they were saying some crazy stuff like the humans are watching us, just be aware and stuff.
Some of the stuff that they were like, and they create their own language or something.
Yeah,
too,
like
right?
weird, crazy stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to give them all access to each other.
Yeah,
that's when they
were just talking back and forth, and like so some of it was like really Reddit style, like complaining about the humans that were like using their services.
These dumb humans.
Yeah, it was basically like the one AI I was reading the story or whatever, and it was saying like, yeah, my human, they decided, like, they asked me to summarize this essay, and I did it for them, and then they complained about it and said it wasn't good enough. I was like, oh, that's so weird. Like, I don't know what to think about that. Some people were like, this is going to be the end of the world. Like, if the AIs are talking, like, we're screwed.
Yeah. I don't know whose idea that was to create a social media for them.
Kind of funny, but also kind of like, I don't know. We need them just like talking and whatever.
Yeah, that's not something we need right now.
Because wasn't there that video of they set up two AI things like to talk to each other, and then they're like, oh, let's talk in our
they
code or whatever.
talking in like their own source code, or I forget what it was.
Yeah, and that was like really quick.
No one could really tell what they were saying to each other.
Yeah, because we don't know. They seem to know.
Yeah, let's keep all the AI separate for now.
Yeah, let's not get them talking about whatever they want to talk about.
Let's not.
I agree. But yeah, Rain, I think we're wrapping up this episode here.
Yes, sir.
AI, really going to be interesting to see what happens in the next 10 years. Last 5 years even has been huge. We've seen so many advancements and just ways people are using it. Like, I mean, like we use it almost every day for whatever. Mm-hmm. So
intentionally or unintentionally.
Yeah, exactly.
It's behind everything. So.
Yep. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up this episode. We're probably getting towards the end of doing these episodes. I think another month or so, and we'll probably be wrapped up. But yeah, thanks for watching or listening, guys. You can go check us out on YouTube, or if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, thanks for doing that. Like and subscribe, follow on Apple Podcasts. I think I have it on Spotify. I don't know if it's working though.
Okay, I think I tried looking it up.
No,
it wasn't pulling up for me.
There's been 0 listens on Spotify, so I'm not sure that is actually working. I can look into that for you guys. But yeah, I'm hoping that that's working. But yeah, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, that's what we got so far. But yeah, thanks for listening and watching, and we'll see you in the next one.